Michael Jordan has credited George Mumford for transforming his on-court leadership of the Bulls, helping Jordan lead Bulls to 6 NBA championships. Mumford also helped Kobe Bryant, Lamar Odom, and Andrew Bynum and countless other NBA players turn around their games. A widely respected coach and public speaker, Mumford shares his own story and the strategies that have made these athletes into the stars that they are in The Mindful Athlete, The Secret to Pure Performance. His proven groundbreaking but gentle mindfulness techniques can transform the performance of anyone with a goal, be they a weekend warrior, an Olympian, executive, artist, or hacker. His roster of champion clients has since blossomed way beyond just basketball, to include Olympians, corporate executives, and many athletes from different sports. With his charismatic teaching style that combines techniques of engaged mindfulness with lessons from popular culture icons, such as Indiana Jones, Yoda, and Bruce Lee, Mumford tells inspiring stories about his larger-than-life clients. His writing is down to earth and is easy to understand and apply. The Mindful Athlete is an engrossing story and an invaluable resource for anyone looking to improve their game, regardless of the pursuit. Here are the top 7 lessons from George Mumford's The Mindful Athlete, The Secret to Pure Performance. Lesson 1. Focus on the present and have breath awareness. Do not allow everyday distractions to take your attention away from the present moment. Mindfulness is the stepping stone that will lead you to achieving top performance, so always be aware of what goes on around you. Whenever you feel like your thoughts are wandering, try to gain awareness of your own breathing, which will always place you back to the present moment. Breathing works in tandem with the parasympathetic and sympathetic parts of our autonomous nervous system, which are responsible for regulating our bodily functions. Lesson 2. Learn about the importance of emotional blueprints. Every person possesses emotional blueprints, which consist of insecurities and negative emotions. It is important to become actively aware of the emotional blueprints one possesses, since they can transform from being just emotions that we feel to actual actions and behaviors. Lesson 3. Know why mindfulness is difficult to measure. Confusion tends to surround mindfulness and mental training, and because it's harder to measure improvement, athletes neglect working on their mindset for more subjective markers of progression. It's easy to see how much weight you lifted, how many points you've scored, or how many miles you've run. These clear-cut benchmarks give us instant feedback when it comes to improvement. Of course, there are ways that you can grade and measure your mindset in competition or training. Out of 5, you could rank your perseverance, self-talk, and focus levels of practice. You can also strive to do a certain number of minutes of mindfulness training every day, giving you a way to stockpile reps. Mumford stated that one of the problems with cultivating mindfulness and practicing meditation and concentration is that you can't measure or even see them. People often say this is internal soft woo-woo stuff, or oh, this isn't effective, I don't see any immediate results. But it's just like planting seeds. You don't actually see them growing when they first sprout. They're under the surface and invisible to the naked eye, but you know that with time and the proper care and attention, they will eventually grow and bear fruit. Lesson 4. Learn how mindfulness teaches you to suffer properly. In the same way that you can physically train the body to withstand heavier weights, faster intervals, and harder workouts, mindfulness training can make you stronger mentally. According to Mumford, we can mentally train ourselves to feel calm in the midst of chaos and stay in the eye of the proverbial hurricane, to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. If one wants to pursue excellence and high performance, then they have to be willing to get uncomfortable. For some elite athletes, it's not even a question of will. They just love going out of their comfort zones and thrive under pressure. Lesson 5. Absorb when mindfulness teaches you to fail like a champion. Adversity. Yes, you know it well. Whether a disappointing stretch of workouts, an injury, or a global pandemic, adversity happens to everyone. But the thing that separates the so close but not really at all from champions is the ability to accept adversity and use it as a propelling force for what is next. Mindfulness is a part of that. When you can separate your adversity from who you are, it does not decimate your confidence. You don't unnecessarily hold on to failures. You allow yourself permission to learn from them and move on, instead of relentlessly beating yourself for your missteps and disappointments. According to Mumford, you're not your mistakes. Failure can be an opportunity. Failure is what you make of it because mistakes are feedback for learning. It is important to remember that even though we all make mistakes, we're not the mistakes, and identifying with failure is a dead end. He works on that with athletes all the time. Some of them instinctively learn from their mistakes and have some intelligence about them that nourishes and cultivates a positive mindset. Lesson 6. See that mindfulness training shows you how powerful your breath can be. Mindfulness training involves learning how to breathe properly. As you inhale and exhale, you get more familiar with your breath, and the outside world starts fading away. The way we breathe is often put aside and forgotten, but as Mumford notes, we become a society of shallow breathers. Lesson 7. Let mindfulness training keep you present and engaged in the moment. Our performance crashes when we dwell on our past or worry about the future. These kinds of thoughts mean we're less engaged with the moment. Mindfulness training helps one to stay in the moment, where one is more likely to get into the zone and perform at their peak level. In conclusion, George Mumford's The Mindful Athlete is one of the most highly recommended books for athletes for anyone who's interested in being able to perform at a high level more consistently. Are you good with sports? Let us know in the comments section. Thank you for listening. Please don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on my new content. You can also get a free copy of the audiobook by clicking the link in the description. Until next time.